Hi, this is Growing Up Aspen, Joiners Table podcast with Andy Collin and Chris Pomeroy. And today we're joined with Lisbeth Odén. I was into the motorcycle scene. Were you part of the horse scene? I mean, I know I think Gail Goodnow was into the horses, Janice Voorhees, Aaron Gibbs.
Yes, they were all the English riding.
Dressage.
Right. I grew up riding Western. So I took lessons with a bunch of folks that you wouldn't know other than Juan Thompson, who's
Juan.
So Juan was involved in that, but otherwise everybody else, for whatever reason, were basically out of towners or were just there for the summer or were there with the Music Institute.
Right.
But then as I got into high school, I had this really amazing horse that actually did better under an English saddle. So I started migrating into some of the English, but I was never in the same scene as Valerie Moore and Janice and Gail and the Strangs and that group. I was never
The traditional thing, yeah.
Yeah, and I was never really in that elite horse group. I was more in the cowboy group, so
Trail riders.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Trailered my horse up there, and I ended up spending a bunch of time up there. And one of the times that I was there, John was there, and we were going to go out riding. And he's like, okay, we'll meet at the barn at whatever time it was. And we met at the barn, and we're tacking up, and I pull out my English saddle and put it on my horse, and he's like, we are not going trail riding with you in an English saddle. And I'm like, John, I promise I can keep up. This is a trail saddle. It's built for it. Look, it even has things that I can attach fanny packs to. And it's got a way that I can attach a breastplate to. This is the English version of a Western saddle. I promise I can keep up. That threw down the gauntlet. And he's like, all right, but if you can't keep up, then for the rest of the summer, you have to ride Western. I'm like, all right, fair. But he threw down the gauntlet, and man, it was Man from Snowy River, that scene where he's like running down the side of the mountain. And I kept up. Kate and I kept up. And we got back, and he's like, well, far out.
Thanks for listening. The authors of Growing Up Aspen would like to thank you and would like to also thank the Aspen Times and the Aspen Daily News for giving us materials for our book, Growing Up Aspen, Adventures of the Unsupervised, which you can get at twistandturnpress.com and any local bookstore. Thanks.